Hey, we're Whiskey Fancies. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kara.
And what do we have today, Kara?
Fancy Blinders, episode 2.
Oh, fancy blinders. That was horribly bad. Okay, so what is our blinders?
The blinders are bourbon finished in port wine casks. So we have Starlight, Angel's Envy, and Woodinville.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yeah, and these two are generally available to most places.
I have no idea.
I think Starlight is not.
Most people can get Angel's Envy port if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
This is probably the easiest one to get out of three.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the cheapest. Let's see how
Which port
they
finish
match
should
up.
you get? What port finish should you get?
Yes,
That's
if you can find it.
That's what our recommend is.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to drink as left to right. You guys can't follow along, but
We
She
have
and
no
I-
idea what
we
which ones
labeled
they
them
are.
and then we did some hat tricky.
We shook them all about and did the hokey pokey. So
Yeah.
we ended up with this.
I'm
And
easily confused, so
they are varying
Degrees
colors.
of color.
Yeah, it's actually pretty amazing. That's kind of cool. So I can't stare at the bottle.
I'm smelling them. That smells like
That smells
caramely.
nice.
Yeah. Okay, that
This just smells like moldy wood.
There's a sweetness that I almost had. It's different. It's like
Okay, the first one has the most nose.
oh, it's heaven.
It has like apple, right? With it, and then
Caramel apple.
like caramel
No,
apple with a little bit
There's
of the
what's-
fruit jam, right? It's got some.
There's
fruit
something
going on.
different.
The second one, okay, when I first picked it up, I was like, it's moldy wood. No, it's not
It's
it now.
bourbon caramel. You know,
The
like when
second
you
one is more
when you reduce caramel and some people add bourbon to the caramel.
Oh, I
It's
love these
bourbon
people. Who
caramel.
are these people? I need to know these people.
And the second one,
It's very soft, but it also has a
This one's fruitier to
strong,
me.
like, punchiness to it. Not an ethanol, but like a dark.
this is fruitier to me.
Yeah.
And the last one, it doesn't have very much of a nose at all.
No, not at all.
That's really hard to find.
It is.
Oh, I
and
had
it's
it right
also
there.
the lightest
Oh.
too.
I got it. I've got bitter wood over here.
I can't get anything.
Smell the tip of it.
I still can't get anything.
Okay.
I like how you give me my glass, but it's the exact same thing in the glass.
Well, I think
That's fine.
I think the person holding it might influence if it's
Oh.
behaving.
You just
Maybe
stick
not.
your honker all the way in there.
I do.
No, I still can't.
I
really
smell
can't.
bitter wood on this, like almost
I
like a
can't get a
sandal,
nose
like a
on
raw
it.
sandalwood.
It's like it's water in there. That is so
That's
weird.
so weird. I smell raw sandalwood on that one.
Cool. So which one are you tasting first?
I'm going left to right on everything.
Okay. Let's do it. Oh wow. This is nice. This.
Oh, halfway through, do you get bright fruit from the port?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me revisit that because I just found like a little bit of barrel like nut. You like that? Like the Heaven Hill
Right on
has
the
that? Yeah. I got stuck there. Let me find this fruit you're talking about.
It's right in the mid palate.
Yeah. Right before it goes to the barrel. It's got a very distinct.
It's caramel, fruit, and then barrel nuttiness.
It reminds me of that distinct Heaven Hill barrel
A
funk
tea-
that
I
I'm
could
like,
see a
ooh,
teeny-
I'm there for
I
that.
could see a teeny bit of that.
Yeah, right? I like
Oh,
that
number
one.
one is really good.
I like that.
Oh, A.
So far. But we haven't.
I've labeled these by letters instead of numbers.
You took care of that because I'm going to get so confused. Okay.
Wow.
This is straight up wine. But it's got like
Drying, a teensy drying on the mid palate.
It does, but it also has got like a creaminess
Great
to
texture.
it, right? Like
Good
a creamy texture. But I can't get so much off the nose like the first one. This is like drinking wine with a dash of bourbon. Right?
It dries your mouth a little out, like
you're drinking red
Like
wine.
wine.
Yeah.
it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's just a different experience.
It's more sweet than the first one though.
I would say if you like fruity, and if you're a sweet,
Yes.
if you're a sweet wine drinker, not
Yes.
a dry wine drinker.
Oh, you're pointing at this.
I'm guessing.
I was actually guessing that too.
Okay.
I was actually guessing
There's just
that
something
too.
that reminds me of that.
Yes. I was in my mind I was thinking, and I think the first one actually might be Woodinville.
Same.
Okay.
which happens to be my favorite. I wanted to blind these for myself as well, just to see if I know, if I can guess which one I like the most. And I think it is Woodinville, but we'll see.
The third one.
I still smell bitter wood. You don't smell that?
I can't smell anything. It's like water's in there. It has no nose to me. I don't know why.
Back it out. Put your nose in. Now back
that thing up.
Now back it out a little bit until you can smell it. It's right here. It smells like,
hold on.
It's bitter wood. It's like a little ting. It'll be like,
yeah. Okay.
You can't go all the way and you have to pull your nose back out, and there's like a bitter wood that comes out. Strange.
I'm not getting a wood, but I'm getting something. It smells, I don't know how to explain besides like raw. I don't know why that's
Fresh
a descriptor in my head. But
oh, what's that note though?
I don't know.
It's like a raw vegetable. What does it taste like?
It's got a little vegetable. Okay, it's not bad. But I'm not getting
port finishing at all.
Compared to these two. Compared to these two side by side.
Let's be honest. This is Angel's
It
Envy.
has to be, but
It's
you know
thin.
what? It is thin. But when I first tried Angel's Envy,
It was good.
I thought it was actually a pretty decent finishing. It wasn't like overwhelming, like I have to have that. I probably wouldn't buy it again just because your palate changes. And tasting other port finishings kind of, you just gravitate towards.
It tastes like carrots to me. Taste it again.
Taste, okay.
Tastes like bitter carrots. In the back.
Oh, I get what you're saying about the
Like a
carrots.
root vegetable?
Yeah. Like, not even peeled, just raw with dirt.
Like you took it out of the garden and you're like,
Yeah. But if you wouldn't have pointed that out to me, I wouldn't have gotten that. I would just been like, yeah, it's got a little bitterness to it.
Compared to these other ones, this one tastes like a raw.
Okay. Before we start getting to it, is that really it?
Do you want me to show you?
Okay, whatever the first one is, that's right there.
That's
my jam
#1.
all day, every day.
That's my number one.
Yes.
If you like sweet red wine, number 2 you'll like it.
Absolutely.
It's easy to drink. And number 3, if you're
I didn't care for the number 3 compared to side
if
by
you're
side.
a glutton for punishment and you like your vegetables covered in dirt.
See, okay, I did not pick that out, but because you said that, I can taste it. But otherwise, I wouldn't have tasted that.
That's what that bitterness.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
But you put that in my goddamn head. Now that's all I can taste. You lead me up to fail. Never I'm not gonna like it.
It tastes like carrots. God, bless it. I don't like that. I don't like it.
Out of side by side, okay, which one is which? Because I already know the first one.
We have the same ranking.
Yeah.
For
what
us.
is what before we can talk shit?
Do you want me to talk? What does that say? B.
B.
That's Angel's Envy.
Okay. So
Yeah.
don't drink that
I'm not
with
a fan
any
of
of the ports.
Yeah. If you have this, do yourself a favor and drink it by itself. Don't drink it with another finish.
Because I actually thought it was actually okay. Wasn't the best thing, like I said, but I definitely wouldn't.
I think we both agreed.
Pay what
Okay, you see that we've had this a little while.
And that's
all we drink.
That's all we drink.
We've
probably
both
like 8-10 months, maybe.
Yeah,
more. That's it.
And I think we both agreed that we wouldn't buy it again.
And we got it for less than MSRP. I think MSRP is around $40, and it was like
we got it less than
$36.37.
We sure did.
And that's I think the only reason.
I can't pull the trigger on that again.
No, I would not. I would replace
like
it. But if I didn't have any other ports to try, that might.
If I didn't have any ports to try,
yeah,
I'm afraid that I think a port finish would be lousy.
I don't think it's that lousy. I think
know
side by side.
I don't think
it's
I've
not
ever
the greatest. No.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a better service and come back to it a different night by itself.
It's not very complex at all, but I think side by side it kind of.
I'm gonna move on to something that I like to drink.
It can't stand up to other ones, and the Starlight. This is Starlight, right? A.
Yes.
Okay. That one. I know that they have a winery.
This down.
And maybe that's how it imparts
it's A.
onto
It's A.
the finishing. It's very dark though. This is actually the darkest one, and the Angel's Envy was the lightest. It kind of looks like Irish whiskey. But you look at it in that bottle. Did they tint the bottle? Like what the hell? Like
no. So most people think it's dark because they have a tendency to look at it like that, right?
Got
it
it.
looks dark. It's because this is a weird shaped bottle, so
yeah,
it's
a sexy bottle, but that's about it.
Yeah, but you can see that it's not dark.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does this say? Number 2 says, oh, you already did it.
Yeah, Starlight.
Yeah, that is definitely Starlight.
I'm a huge fan of Starlight.
Same.
Of what I've tried. It's not widely available at all to California. You can only get them for like picks and stuff like that. By online.
Can I be honest?
It's not my favorite, but
I think it actually shows its age out of all of the lineup I've ever had.
It does.
That shows its age in the port finish.
well, we don't.
You can tell-
This is the
it
only
tastes
one
a
that
little-
has an age statement.
It doesn't have one, does
Yes,
it?
it does.
How many years is it?
It says a minimum 4 year for the bourbon and an additional
wow.
minimum 8 months.
I'm
So
a
on
little
the
shocked.
front, it actually says aged 5 years. None of those other ones say.
I'm
an
actually
age
shocked
statement.
that it's.
And this is the highest proof, I believe.
Am I wrong? And maybe my memory is wrong, but I've liked the other offerings from Starlight more than this one.
This is a 48.5, and this is the highest ABV, and it does not drink like that whatsoever.
Say it again, because I was drinking.
48.5%. This is the highest of all these three.
Oh wow, that doesn't drink.
No, it drinks like it's 40.
Now that drinking below its proof is a
well below.
distinguishing characteristic of Starlight. Everything I've had from Starlight drinks far below its proof.
Now, I can't see any other information. They do have a lot of information on the back of the label, right? But
That's a
because
lot of words.
they do. They also have a winery, so they probably. I'm assuming maybe they get their own port. They could, but I don't know if they have port.
It'd be advantageous if they did.
But more than likely, it's probably a first fill with how much is coming through.
Okay. This is good.
Like, I think it imparts a lot of the port with the sweetness.
And our winner is the Woodinville. However, there's a characteristic I really love about Woodinville. It's that creamy, burnt caramel.
It's that nutty. I get a little bit of nutty, like with Heaven Hill, on all of their offerings.
Yeah, but it always starts with this burnt caramel taste. That it's one of my favorite kind of flavors. I gravitate towards that. So that, putting Woodinville against Starlight, I already knew that was kind of stacking the deck personally. But I wanted to, be open-minded, so that's why we did it blind. I don't think Starlight is bad.
No.
If you can get it, get it.
Absolutely. Most
people can get this. Pass. Straight up pass. Look for something like this. These are craft distillers. Do these... Angel have any sources?
They blend.
Where do they source from?
I don't know.
Anyway,
their cask strength's supposed to be like on point, but I mean,
I'm not. How much is the cask strength?
$200 MSRP. I'm not spending that kind of money for something like that.
And isn't this cask strength?
No, that's $45.
It's not. God, that tastes good.
And it has no age statement. This is actually the most complex.
This is the sweetest, but it starts sweet, then you get the wood, and then you get nut.
Which one are you talking about?
A.
Really? I don't find that.
And not A. I just screwed up all my letters.
Yeah,
C.
I was like, oh, it got me feeling like I'm just so backwards.
It was the first one, but it's labeled C.
Okay.
That's what confused myself. I'm sorry. This one is the most complex.
It is.
But we don't even know how old it is.
No, but the thing is that you can taste the bourbon. The bourbon notes are still there. The port imparts its flavor, but it's not overwhelming. That it kind of just melds together with the bourbon in a harmony.
It's a nice marriage. This plays well with the port. This is nice. It's a little more segmented.
It's heavily port influenced versus bourbon.
It's not bad. It's kind of fruity.
Yeah, I like it, but it's more of a wine lover's bourbon to drink. Does that make sense?
100%.
Yeah.
It even dries a little bit, like in your tongue, like a red wine does. It's not bad.
It's not bad. I like it. I enjoyed it. I just expected a little bit more from it. I don't know why. Maybe because I've liked everything that I've tried from them.
Yeah.
But it's not like a bad disappointment. It's more of like, oh, okay. They do picks of these. Maybe picks are better.
Correct. And if I didn't taste Starlight on the same plane as I tasted Woodinville,
just like how Angel's Envy got destroyed by tasting the others. So that's,
I think it's just not good, guys.
The Woodinville Port, if you can buy it, snatch it up, because it really is awesome. I like this. It's not sweet that's so overpowering. It's not that like the dryness.
It's okay. And what's funny is I always
seems like apples on the nose.
Caramel apples.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'm always wary of bourbons that are too sweet. This is a sweet bourbon, but there's something about it that makes me love it.
But it's not sweet like it's a dessert bourbon.
It's close.
I don't get
It's
that.
damn close.
I don't get that.
I get that.
Maybe because I get that barrel funk that I get nuttiness from. But I'm like, this is my jam.
Okay, maybe I retract my statement.
Please do.
You're correct again.
Thanks.
She loves to hear when she's
Thanks.
right.
I have it on
It
recording now.
starts really dark caramel, but with the nice port kind of fruitens it up.
Yeah.
And then the barrel at the end.
It's got a little bit of jam for it.
It wants to go super sweet, but those two characteristics kind of stop it from doing that. And for me, that makes it almost perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
So, if you can, pick up the Woodinville Port finish.
Cheers.
Cheers.